and welcome to it. It's Richard Matt's House of Horrors, episode 19, part 1.
In this episode, we're going to be talking about sequels and remakes that we think are better than the original. It's a bit of a touchy subject with most people.
Yeah, and it's pretty much going to be a very touchy subject with a lot of people.
But it's all about opinions, so...
Yeah, I mean, generally, I would say I prefer the originals over remakes, but then obviously there are some that are just...
It's more than you think.
A lot fucking better. I would probably say my favourite one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, 2003. I love that film. I think it's brilliant. I thought it was a lot better than the original. I was never a massive fan of the original. I mean, it's a cult classic, obviously, to a lot of people, and yeah, I would say it's a cult classic, but it's just not my cup of tea, sort of thing. I mean, so maybe I'll have to give it another shot, sort of thing. Okay, but I do prefer remake by far.
I think I watched it at Fright Fest and I still didn't. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, but...
I do believe I carried on sleeping.
You were sleeping.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I ended up watching Life Force.
Wasn't it? You and David who went and...
no, I don't think... I think he watched that in the Discovery. I watched it by myself.
Yeah.
Life Force and Texas Chainsaw, but...
I decided to skip that film at Fright Fest because I was like, sleep. 2 more hours. Hey.
But I do agree, I prefer the remake.
Yeah, it's a lot better. A lot better.
I also enjoyed the beginning as well.
What of...
Texas Chainsaw, the beginning.
Yes. Yeah, the prequel.
Yeah.
Yes. That's also really, really good. I mean, what's the guy's name from? He's in Full Metal Jacket.
Arliami.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a legend. He is. He plays that psycho role really well, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Him and Bill Moseley are just perfect for them kind of roles.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy Texas Chainsaw 3D. Hated it.
No.
With a passion.
So, go get him, cuz.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. That was awful.
Yeah.
That was...
Although, she is beautiful.
Daddario.
Alexandra Daddario.
Yes.
Yeah,
One in Baywatch.
She's got the most amazing eyes and other areas.
Are we talking about the eyes or the bit below eyes?
The eyes, you pervert. What's the matter with you? The eyes. Beautiful blue eyes. And then I watched Leatherface, and I actually quite enjoyed it. People were a bit up in but I quite liked it.
It was alright.
It was alright.
Nowhere near as good as the 2003 remake.
No, but not as bad as people were saying.
Obviously, that was the prequel, wasn't it? The prequel.
Yeah, this was prequel.
Yeah, prequel.
There was actually one of the characters in it plays Ted, who is the dad of Sally and I can't remember what's the boy in a wheelchair's name. Well, the Hardesty. He plays their dad. He's in Leatherface.
Yeah.
As a cameo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good. I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I agree.
Definitely. Ding. Survey says.
Ding.
But yeah. Also, Hills of Eyes. Loved that remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2006 remake was brilliant.
That was
also like a lot better than
Paul Wes Craven's original.
Yeah. But obviously, once again, cult film from the 70s, wasn't it? 1977 or something like that.
I think it was 77.
77. But yeah, I mean, the actual remake of that was really, really good, and I enjoyed the sequel to it as well.
I enjoyed
not as good as
the
actual remake, but it was a fun sort of movie.
Yeah, both of them were good.
Yeah.
Whereas Hills of Eyes 1, the original with Wes Craven, was watchable. Hated the sequel that he did, but apparently he hated it too. Apparently he got destroyed by like the other producers. But yeah, the biker people and the dog having flashbacks.
Yeah,
it's not great.
But I mean, by far better than the original. But yeah, I mean, but it's one I watched yesterday. I've seen quite a few times, and I think it's absolutely awesome. Was I Spit on Your Grave remake, and that is. I also like the original, but I think this one's just a little bit better. Yeah. The kills in it are just fucking awesome, and really, it's so good how she goes. She basically gives them back whatever they gave her, like tenfold, man. Like, she really fucks them up, and it's like it's really hard to watch the that rape scene and all that. So that's really nasty. you remember watching that in Fright Fest?
I remember everyone cheering every time.
Yeah, like with each kill she did, man, it was like everyone was like howling, man. You're like,
Yeah.
woo!
Yeah. That sounded quite bad because you were saying about the rape scene and I said everyone was cheering, but that's not what I meant.
No,
I meant
no.
the kills.
It was just getting her revenge.
Yeah, yeah.
But what do you reckon of part 2 and part 3 and all that?
What one's got the guy from EastEnders in it?
Part 2, I think.
Yeah, I mean they're watchable.
I think part 2. That's the one that's got the girl from Hollyoaks or some shit like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
They're
part 2,
watchable.
isn't it?
They're not as good. They're just
Yeah.
cheap direct to DVDs, but
Yeah.
watch them for 90 minutes of.
But definitely the first one.
The first one.
was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was really. That was done by Stephen R. Monroe. I'm trying to think what the hell we know him for. He did another Fright Fest film.
Yeah.
Stephen R. Monroe. We'll get back to you and probably it's another episode. But yeah, I mean, he definitely did. Stephen R. Monroe. Don't think too hard now.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
thinking Stephen C. Miller because he did Trailer Park of Terror, didn't
He did he?
One of them did.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the subject at hand.
Trailer Park of Terror. I swear that director passed away.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like friends with him on like Facebook, and I was always saying to him, yeah, his film was really really good, and
Yeah.
I think he was battling cancer.
Yeah.
Very very sad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was a good film. Didn't
yeah.
really get that, and Hills Run Red didn't get much
Yeah.
recognition.
not many people talk about Hills Run Red.
No.
So let's talk about Hills Run Red.
Let's talk about Hills Run Red. People
Yeah.
go and watch the Hills Run Red.
It's really good. There we go. We talked about it. It's got a bit of exposure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What other films? Evil Dead. I preferred the remake.
I was
So-
never a major fan of the Evil Dead
No.
sort
I
of
don't.
franchise. I really did like Army of Darkness. Love that one still.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, it's still brilliant. And I'm a big fan of Ash vs Evil Dead, but like Evil Dead 1 and 2. Yeah, you know. But I actually watched Evil Dead, the original, like because Bubs picked it for I think it was a 31 Nights of Horror thing, and it weren't too bad. It was alright.
Really?
Yeah, it was alright. I've seen worse.
it's
Trust me. Whenever you've seen Pumpkin Carver, what was the Kurt Angle?
River
pile
of
crap?
Darkness.
Yeah, River of Darkness. The Bunnyman Massacre.
They're doing a
Yeah.
sequel, or they've done
No,
a sequel?
they've done a sequel, and I've seen both of them. I've tortured myself. Mind you, I've seen Sharknado 1 to 5, isn't it now?
Yeah, but they're just. I've only
Yeah.
seen one of them.
Yeah. One's probably enough, but like, yeah, I think Sharknado 5 was like global swarming or something.
Yeah, global
like.
swarming.
Yeah.
Yeah, loads
So
of people
cheesy.
just pop up, don't they?
Yeah, cameos. Yeah, loads of cameos. But mind you, Katie Price did get picked off, and that was kind of
Really?
funny. Yeah.
Oh, I might watch it.
It was kind of funny.
She's-
But
oh,
yeah,
dear.
yeah.
Sad times.
But for American viewers, Katie Price. Yeah. What can we sum her up best by?
Yeah, there's not much.
Loads and loads and loads and loads of fake tits. Loads of Botox.
She's probably.
She's a model.
Yeah, she's actually quite a successful businesswoman.
Yeah.
In her own way.
In
She's
her
done well
own-
for
in-
herself.
In her own way, yes. We'll just say
Yeah.
that don't get sued.
Yeah.
But based, like someone might know Katie Price and say, "Oh yeah, no, there's people slandering you."
Yeah. She's very successful.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, based what other remakes?
I really like the original Amityville, but I preferred the remake with Ryan Reynolds. I think because it was more my era.
Yeah,
Like the original was 1973, so it looked quite dated.
1979.
Was it?
I suppose 1979.
Still
So yeah, in the 70s anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
quite dated.
Yeah. But it was still good.
It was good.
I personally enjoyed both of them. They're
Yeah.
both like very very good. We actually watched the remake recently as well, and it's still very good.
Yeah,
With
Ryan Reynolds is really good in it.
and
Melissa George.
Melissa George, yeah, really good, top notch.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a remake that will, I think, is the biggest pile of shit going, and I haven't seen it in a long, long time, and it's the Fog remake.
Oh.
I adore the original of the Fog.
Mm.
The remake of that.
Wasn't it rated 12? Didn't it get a 12 rating in the cinema?
Yeah, it was, shit doesn't do it justice.
Who was it? Maggie Grace.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, girl from Lost and Taken and all them.
Yeah.
Film. Yeah.
It was awful. That was awful.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. But I bet you there are people who fucking love it and say, "Oh, it's so much better than the original." If you are them people, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you?
I don't think there's anyone out there.
Oh, I bet you there are. You'll always find some bloody idiot who'll fucking say, "Oh, it's great." Shit.
No. Yeah.
Wasn't it the guy from Smallville?
Yeah, it was
Tom
Welling.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think
crap.
that was the only film he made, probably.
It's the death of his career.
Yeah, that was it. That was
He
supposed to be his
disappeared into the
breakout.
fog.
Yeah. Oh, that was bad. We're supposed to be talking about good ones, you schmuck.
Well, no, but it's obviously like you know, it's supposed to be like remakes that are better than originals, but that is definitely one that you can just take out basically.
There's a few that are not. I'm going to upset you soon, but really good remakes. Maybe on a par, maybe not, because I have to be careful. Halloween.
I do like the actual remake, but no, it doesn't come close to me for.
Fright Night. Fright Night remake was alright.
I liked it, but once again, I preferred the original. But it was a very worthy.
Yeah, I actually.
You know what I mean? Like, you know,
I quite liked it.
I definitely wouldn't go, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" You know, because like once I actually heard the cast, I was like, Colin Farrell's a pretty good actor.
The only one I didn't like was Tennant as Peter Vincent. I'll always be a little bit of a McDowell fan.
Yeah. I mean, that was a film you used to watch though a lot as a kid.
Yeah,
didn't you?
I know every word.
Yeah.
Good film.
Cracking film. Other remakes that we think, Friday the 13th.
I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah. There's a lot of butthurt people because it took parts from like quite a few Friday the 13th and smudged it all into one sort of thing. I don't even know what's happening with the. Is it a remake or is it a reboot or what?
Last
what
I heard, it
doing?
was not happening again. That's the last I heard.
Yeah.
So it's a shame. I think they wanted to see how popular the game was, and I don't know how well that's going down.
Yeah.
But.
And speaking of Halloween, so apparently, like, okay, right. So I basically read that this new Halloween kind of like so it's not a reboot. It's going to be
A sequel.
Yeah, it's going to be a sequel to what I actually read was it was a sequel to Part 2, like the original. It's Part 2 from like 1981. So where she comes out of the hospital, like she's in the hospital, and it would continue straight from that point. But then I was told on Base Horror everything. Now apparently now John Carpenter and what's the guy's name who's
Danny
producing
McBride.
it? Yes, Danny McBride have basically said no, it's going to be a complete follow-on from the first one.
First one, yeah, the hospital.
Yeah, and apparently he's not related now to Laurie
Really?
Strode. Yeah, so it's going back to the whole like babysitter killer kind of thing. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That sort of premise. But apparently Danny McBride has said that he's looking to go really, really back to its dark roots, and they're going to make it, you know.
Yeah, I've seen
Good.
a picture from it with Jamie Lee doing pumpkin carving. So maybe it's showing that she's cracked up a bit, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it. That's got to be a cinema job, isn't it?
That is a cinema job.
Yeah.
Maybe in Streatham.
And then maybe
Maybe a walk home.
it's a midnight walk home, yes, and maybe
Across
we'll
the
see
column.
the same ghost that we saw. Yeah.
Maybe. Halloween Resurrection gave us visual nightmares.
Oh, fun times, man, fun times. That was back in 2002.
Yep.
I was 20. You was 20 as well.
Yeah, we were
Was
probably
it like-
really slim as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Maybe a little bit slimmer.
Yeah, real slim. Slimming days.
We
yeah.
were slim once. I think we were born
When I was
slim.
born.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
when I was born. or maybe I came out eating a Snickers bar.
I've got very, very strange images of your birth. I don't like it.
So,
Sorry, people.
yeah, that's the end of part 1, and stay tuned for episode 19, part 2.